What's up, EFD squad, and welcome back to Scout Report. Today we're running through 5 great players that you may have forgotten were bloody good. 5. Javier Pastore. Unless you've been living under a rock in 2017, you'll have noticed that PSG have bolstered their attack in pretty outrageous fashion. First came the signing of Julian Draxler in January, and then the blockbuster arrivals of Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. One of the victims of this influx of forward talent is Javier Pastore, who had already seen his role in the PSG side diminish before these transfers happened. The Argentinian attacking mid is still just 28 years old, and in 6 seasons at the Parc des Princes scored 40 goals and provided 53 assists. After Pastore joined the club for €42 million in 2011, he was a key man from the get-go and was directly involved in 19 league goals. That's just over a quarter of the club's total output that season. Pastore continued to improve, but in 2014 began having difficulty with his calf, and injuries have limited the Argentinian's involvement. He spent a total of 53 games on the sideline between August 2015 and February 2017, after missing just 18 in his entire PSG career prior to that. The signing of Angel Di Maria may have compensated for his loss in that time, but Pastore has remained impressive when he's played. In 2016-17, he contributed to 12 goals in 23 appearances, created 2.4 chances a match, and completed 3.3 take-ons per 90, compared with Di Maria's 1.6. At the time of recording, the Argentinian has made just 4 appearances in 2017-18, but has already scored twice. In the summer, Pastore had to give up his number 10 shirt for the incoming Neymar, and is now valued at just €20 million. He may need to move sooner rather than later if he wants to be the main man once again. 4. Kelechi Iheanacho. In September 2016, Kelechi Iheanacho looked set for superstardom. Undoubtedly among the world's most gifted young attackers, the Nigerian forward was threatening Sergio Aguero's place in the Manchester City starting XI. A year on, he's being criminally misused at Leicester City. In the 2015-16 campaign, Iheanacho was still just 19, but managed to score 8 goals in 26 Premier League appearances. 19 of those came off the bench. That meant he hit the back of the net once every 94 minutes, and coupled with 2 assists, he was involved in a goal more than once a game. But with the arrival of Gabby Jesus at the Etihad in 2017, Iheanacho saw his time on the pitch cut short to just 560 minutes in the league. Nevertheless, he still looked like a player in the ascendancy, contributing more to attacking play and developing the technical side of his game. He created 2.1 chances per 90 compared with Aguero's 1.2, and became a more effective target man in the process. Compared with the previous season, where he averaged 3.1 shots per 90, Iheanacho also upped this to 3.5 in 2016-17. But more important was the positions he was finding himself in. 2.9 of his shots came from inside the box, compared to 1.7 the year before. This led to him being involved in 1.1 goals a game, a better average than Aguero and Alexis Sanchez managed in that very same season. But since moving to Leicester in the summer of 2017, the striking prodigy has come a little unstuck. Iheanacho has seen just as little playing time at the King Power, despite having far less talent to compete with. Furthermore, he hasn't been deployed in his preferred centre-forward role, instead playing off Jamie Vardy in the hole. At the time of recording, the young forward has notched up 0 goals, 0 assists, and pulled off just 2 shots in 200 league minutes. Iheanacho cost Leicester €28 million, but what he'll be worth in the future will depend on how he reacts to this latest ordeal. The club must make Kelechi their focal point, or someone else will have to come in and save his bacon. 3. Ander Herrera. Whether you like Ander Herrera's all-action playing style might depend on where your allegiance lies, but there is no denying how talented the Spaniard is. However, if you watched his performances in 2017-18, you're probably not seeing the Herrera you know and love. With the arrival of Nemanja Matic as Manchester United's chief midfield destroyer, Herrera has seen his role diminish. Even after Paul Pogba's injury, manager Jose Mourinho has preferred to use the GOAT, aka Marouane Fellaini, alongside the Serb. And Herrera's game has no doubt suffered as a consequence. At the time of recording, the Spaniard has started just 3 league games for United in 2017-18. The team's record from those matches, 2 draws and a loss. More significantly, they've won all their other games. The midfielder's lack of playing time has clearly affected his confidence too, compared with 16-17 when he created 1.4 chances a game from deep, leading to 6 assists. This has dropped to 0.6 in 17-18. He's also become less adept on the ball and has been dispossessed 1.4 times a game, doubling his average for the previous season. Nevertheless, Herrera has still managed to rack up decent numbers defensively. He makes 4.5 tackles and interceptions per 90, which, despite not matching up to last season's average of 5.5, still betters Matic's 2.9 and Fellaini's 4.3. Meanwhile, he's completing 80 passes per 90, actually an improvement on last season's performance, and continues to maintain an impressive 88% success rate. Herrera may not be showing the form that had him tipped to be a future United captain, but he's far from an outcast at Old Trafford. Still valued at €30 million, and having rejected the advances of Barcelona in the summer, there is still plenty to come from Ander in Manchester. 2. Memphis Depay. One player who did find himself cast out under Jose Mourinho is Memphis Depay, and he left Old Trafford in January 2017 bereft of confidence. And it's no wonder. The Dutch winger was limited to just 40 minutes of league action under the Portuguese coach after suffering under the negative tactics of Van Gaal in the previous reign. Memphis racked up 1,500 minutes in his first Premier League season, but managed just 2 goals and a big fat 0 assists. An awful record compared to the 12 goals and 7 assists he achieved in his final campaign with PSV. But the young forward has reignited his spark since making the switch to Ligue 1, where he is part of an exciting Lyon side who at the time of recording are averaging 2.5 goals a game. To put that into perspective, Van Gaal's United managed a frankly embarrassing 1.3. Bruno Genesio's attacking philosophy has clearly done the Dutchman some good. Since arriving in France, Memphis has racked up 10 league goals and the same number of assists. And it's no fluke. At Lyon, he creates 2.3 chances per 90, compared with the 0.7 he achieved at Manchester United. It's also of little surprise he's back on the score sheet either. At Lyon, he takes 53% of his shots from inside the area, a big step up from his average at Old Trafford, and this has no doubt contributed to him pulling off a staggering 77% shot accuracy in 17-18. Memphis cost Ligue 1 just €16 million, and it's already looking like a flipping bargain. Keep an eye out, as there's still plenty of time for him to live up to his early reputation in France. 1. Mario Götze. Now, this is a player who scored the winning goal at a World Cup final, but you'd be forgiven if the Borussia Dortmund man has fallen off your radar in the last 2 years. But he's been quietly settling back into his game of late. Following his move back to Dortmund in 2016, Götze's hope of re-establishing himself at the Westfalenstadion was scuppered by the emergence of a metabolic disorder, meaning he missed 27 matches during the season. His game obviously suffered, and in 16 appearances, he scored just twice, a humbling contrast with a total of 36 goals in his 3 seasons at Bayern Munich. But so far in 2017-18, the German is showing signs of improvement. While his game time is still being managed carefully, Götze has racked up 470 minutes and has nabbed 2 league assists, meaning he's contributed to as many goals as he did in the entire previous Bundesliga campaign. Götze is also far more involved in play than he was in 16-17. He completes 58 passes a game, a big improvement on the 37 he averaged last year, and he's a far more effective tool in the final third. He creates 2.5 chances per 90, that's up from his 1.6 in the previous season, and not far off the 2.8 he was used to achieving in his first stint with BVB. Valued at just 20 million, the man once tipped to be a future Ballon d'Or winner has certainly taken a knock. But let's remember, he's still just 25. A second wind could well be around the corner for this supremely talented footballer. So guys, there are 5 great players who have slipped under the radar of late. But who have we missed out? Let us know in the comments below so we can make a part 2. Now if you enjoyed this, go and check out Football Mondial from Tuesday or our top 10 on Wednesday. And as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe.